And I believe we are. I believe we're live yet again. Welcome back, everybody. Today, wait, I'm trying to get my Discord. Okay, what we're gonna be doing today is I'm going to be doing my daily LeetCode, which is gonna be apparently a hard. Okay, I'll take a hard. Maybe this will be a bit of a challenge. It's in a graph theory problem, so that's interesting. A lot of writing, plenty of reading to do. Let's get started. Also, gotta get my chat up and running because that would be nice. That's presumably a smart idea. I feel like I'm gonna just for today. I'm just gonna be doing this LeetCode. I'm just very tired, and I need to take a nap. I need to go to sleep after this stream. So because tomorrow I got plans for this channel and getting a lot of stuff done. Tomorrow's gonna be the day. Today we're gonna do one LeetCode. I'm gonna go to sleep. And tomorrow I'm gonna work really hard. I'm gonna have a lot of content. Next week is gonna be the week for my content. I'm just putting that out there. I also just like today I worked really hard, so I'm just like, whew. I was gonna take a nap before stream as well. That didn't happen though, so it's also on me. But it is what it is. So we have remove max number of edges to keep the graph fully traversable. Okay, so we have two players, A and B. Undirected graph of, okay, so it's undirected, so direction doesn't matter. N nodes and 3 types of edges. Type 1, Alice only. Type 2, B only, Bob only. Type 3 can be traversed by both Alice and Bob. Given an array edges where edges I is type UI VI represents a bidirectional edge of type I between nodes UI and VI. Find a maximum number of edges you can remove so that after removing the edge, the graph can still be fully traversable by both Alice and Bob. The graph is fully traversed by Alice and Bob if starting from any node, they can reach all other nodes. And then return the max number of edges you can remove, or return -1 if Alice and Bob cannot fully traverse the graph. So it seems fairly easy. Well, not easy. It's definitely a harder one. The concept is easy. So how are we going to approach this? Part of me feels like this is going to end up being a dynamic programming type question. I don't know though. I'm kind of like I'm trying to think about how would I even like start this problem. Um hmm. Ken's here. Beep boop. But yeah, so again, to reiterate the problem, it's a hard LeetCode that states that we have a graph. We have Alice and Bob, and we want to basically, we have 3 different types of roads, all bidirectional. The first road is Alice only, second road is Bob only, and third type of road is for both. We want to remove the maximum number of edges to where the graph is still Alice and Bob can go anywhere on the graph from any starting point. That is the question. So already, I think the biggest thing is we want type 3 roads are going to be our gold, because we're basically, it's like 2 roads for the price of 1. A type 3 road, both Alice and Bob can walk on that road. So that is automatically going to be something we want to look out for. I think if literally, if there's Alice, Bob, and the type 3 road, we're going to always pick type 3 road between 2 different nodes. 100%, because literally everything else is redundant. So that is for sure what we'll do. And I guess the thing is, if we have a node that is connected from 1, it really doesn't matter if it's connected from the other one. I think, okay, so here's what I want to do. Let's literally start from node, like the first node, from node 0. And I'm going to double check, is it starting from 1? Yeah, it starts from 1. I think. Yeah, it starts from 1. So we're going to start at node 1, and we're going to basically see how far we can go with just node number 1. Actually, even more than that, I think what we'll do is let's first see how much of the graph we can traverse with only type 3 roads. Because that is 100% going to be the best case scenario for this problem, is if we can get as many points on this graph with only type 3 nodes, we're golden. Yeah, we're going to start by that. So first things first, we're going to go through. I can tell this is going to hurt later, though. I can tell that this is not going to, this problem will quickly spiral. I think it's definitely a hard. I can definitely see why they are considering this a hard problem. The first thing I want to do is I want to sort it. I want to sort this array. I really want to make sure that we are. Yeah, we want to sort the array. Sorry, I'm just going through all the possibilities in my head right now. There's so many edge cases too. That's really what's getting me right now, is that there's a lot of edge cases that are going to make this problem harder. Just like so much harder. I'm thinking about maybe doing matrix, not a matrix, array manipulation, but that's gonna also like hit our. I think also the biggest issue is I can do this in a very inefficient way, but doing it in an inefficient way is gonna hurt us long term. For the number 3, for the 3 nodes. No, that's not true. I was about to say every node should only have 2 roads connecting it, but that is not true, because you can imagine a situation where you have 3 roads going into a single one, and that would be the most ideal situation. Oh boy. I'm just trying to find the first step. The first step is gonna kill me the most right now. I don't want to just start typing, because I feel like if I just start typing, we're going to find ourselves down a rabbit hole. I do want to make the sort. I think sorting it is going to be critical. So we're going to sort it, and we're going to give the sort array. What we're going to do for it is if A, B, if A, 0. So I think I first want to sort it by the type, and I want to make sure we get all the 3s first. And after that, I want to sort it by the smallest, the earliest node that is inside the pairing. That's going to help us as well. So we're going to, like, the thing is, if we're sorting it, may as well get as much information out of the sort as possible before we go any further. So we're going to make a simple sort function. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing. So we're going to make a simple sort function, and we're going to return -1 if it is... Actually, we don't need an else. We can just do ifs. And then if A... we want to do A1. No. I gotta think this. So we want to sort it by the minimum. Okay, I definitely want this. Actually, greater than. So we get 3 first. Yeah. And then we want to get math.min of A1, comma A2 is less than math.min. I believe this is correct. Return -1. Otherwise, return 1. And that here should be the proper sort. I'm going to just run it and just see what happens. I'm going to just console log edges and just see what we get. Obviously, not even close to being a full solution. I just want to see what this gives us. So we have 3, 2, 1, good. And then we have 1, 2. Yeah, that's all good. Exactly what I want. This is precise what we want. So this thing here, we're in the green so far. This is exactly what we're looking for. So next step is for us to then use this information to try to figure out what to do. And again, I think what I keep bumping into in my head is edge cases. I'm trying to think, is there an edge case that I need to like watch out for? Like, is there a reason why the 3 nodes would make it worse? I can't think of an edge case that actually genuinely will, like, a 3, the type 1 and type 2 is going to be worse or better than a type 3. It just doesn't make any sense. I think we can safely say that yeah, I think we can safely say that it is not going to be an issue. So I think what we're going to do is we'll have an index. I'm going to call it I. I'm going to hate that later because I like using I's for my for loops, but you know, I'll bite that bullet when it comes. And we're going to first go for while edges I everything about this. Okay. I hate this. I genuinely, this problem is give me a migraine. It just doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm overthinking this. I'm getting caught in my head. The issue I'm thinking of is again, is there any situation where the order or like an or configuration, like if we discount an edge, is it gonna bite us in the butt later? And every instinct in my body is telling me that there is gonna be an edge case that's gonna bite us, but every like logical thinking in my head is telling me that there is no issue. We can just plow forward and it should just work. So actually we want to first make sure that I is less than edges dot length in case we go too far, and I0 is equal to 3. So with all that said and done, we're going to go through all the 3 edges and we're going to find out how connected this graph is solely using 3s. And how we're going to do that is, and I know I said I wasn't going to do this, but we're going to do it. We're going to do array manipulation, because as far as I can tell in my head, that is the best way this is going to work. I'm just scared at this point that we're gonna get deep into this problem and then we're gonna get a solution, and then the problem's gonna be like, oh, you used up too much time and memory, and I'll be like sad because it's gonna erase all this work. But that'll be a road we'll cross when we get there. No, wait. No, wait. No, hold up. I see it. No. I see the solution. I see. Okay, here's the solution. I can see where we got to go with this. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. There's like so many things in this problem that are going to be painful, but I think I see a general solution. Is it the best solution? I don't know. I don't think so. But is it a solution? It is indeed a solution. Here's how it's going to look like. Okay, my Stream Deck is still refusing to work. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. So we have all these arrays. Let's say 1, 2, 3, all these nodes, four nodes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go through all the edges and say, hey, is this edge here, 1 and 2 are connected? So we're going to start with basically all of, oops-a-daisy, all of these, oops-a-daisy again. All of these will be their own individual arrays. And what we're going to say is, that looks horrible. Give me paint. There we go. And what we're going to say is if there's an edge connecting 1 and 2, that's a type 3, we're going to then put these both within the same array. And then what we're going to do is if, let's say 3 is also connected by one of these, we're going to add this to the array. We're going to put them all into the same array. And then we're going to get this grouping. And basically, so we'll count how many edges we have from this grouping. And actually, the number of edges we're going to get is, we can actually mathematically find this because it really should just be the number of groups, or the number of nodes minus 1 minus number of groups. Actually, it's just number of nodes minus the number of groups. That is going to be how many various things are. And then after that, we're going to basically, we need to have the groups connected. So we need to basically make sure that between every single grouping, there is a type 1 and a type 2 connecting the group. And if that's the case, then it exists, and we're going to add to that plus 2 times groups minus 1. This is going to be the mathematically one second. I got a weird notification. That was weird. Anyways, this is going to be mathematically the best way that this is going to work. This is going to be the amount where groups is the number of groups using type 3s. If it is connected, this is mathematically the best solution. And quite frankly, it's going to be nodes plus groups minus 2. That is, it's either going to be that or 1. Literally no other possibility. Unless there's an edge case, and the more I think about it, the less I think there is. This is the mathematical. Like, you can't have a solution that's worse than this without this being existing, and you can't have a solution that's better than this with this existing. Like, literally, this is the solution. I'm willing to okay, I have an idea. If this works, I'm going all in, placing all the chips on red. We're literally going to just full send this. I see the solution. And it is nothing like what I was doing so far. This is the solution. Because again, there is only one possible thing. Only one possible solution. Yes, there's only one possible solution. We're going to one second. Let me just think. Give me 1 second. No. Hold up. I need to know the number of groups. No, I can't full send it the way I wanted full send. Okay, no. I take it back. Okay, what I was initially planning is, we have a formula. Let's just prove that we have a solution and then just give the solution. But I forgot that a part of the solution is knowing how many groups there are. So I was about to shoot myself in the foot. No, we still need to go this route. This is still the best way to do this. Yeah, we still need to do this. So I can't full send it the way I wanted to full send it. So what we're gonna do is groups. Okay, so we're gonna do a for loop for let j, again, j because I can't use I, j equals 0, j less than n, j plus plus, and what we're going to do is we're going to first initialize groups equals 0, and then groups dot push j. So now we're going to have an array of arrays of all the nodes. And then what we're going to do is for all the 3 type nodes, this is the groups, what we're going to do is, also let's make sure this is correct. So if it's 4 fully connected within the type 3s, the answer should be 3. So nodes plus group. So 4 plus 1 minus 2, 3. Yeah, 2 groups fully connected. No, 2 groups. And then the answer is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 groups, 4 minus 2, or 4 plus 2 minus, yep, it's correct. It's correct. It's correct. Don't have to overthink this. Don't have to overthink this. Just trust the process. And the worst case scenario is if it is 4 groups. So 4 plus 4 minus 2, 6. That's accurate. Okay. Again, trust the process. I'm so terrified there's an edge case. I'm just blind. I'm blind too. It would be so easy for me to